Hey, Jeremy, Lisa here. Kid, I think you resubmitted this and changed your responses because I looked at my feedback from the first time you submitted it and your score was accomplished. And I wrote, "Great work, Jeremy. Haven't we got a chance to meet yesterday?" And then you resubmitted it, and a bunch of the coordinates are incorrect this time. So what I want to do is just walk you through how to determine the latitude and longitude. So, well, first of all, after you're done viewing this video, look at my inline comments. Those are the little highlighted comments when you click on feedback to see which ones you got right and which ones you got wrong. But in general, so the first thing that the tasks ask you to do is, I'll show you right here. Anything in green, there's a little link to show you that you need to revise those. Oh shoot, what happened to it? Oh dang. Oh gosh, just a second, Jeremy. I'll get you back. There you are. Okay, so just in general. Oh, and I got to apologize for my monster dogs who are playing back there. So in general, the first thing you're going to do when somebody is asking you to provide coordinates for a place on Earth, is you are going to figure out where the equator is. The equator is an imaginary line that goes all the way around the Earth. So if you were to go someplace that is right on the equator, for example, like Kigali in Africa is right on the equator. If you were to go to Kigali, you wouldn't see like a line drawn on the ground in Kigali or any of these other equatorial places. It's an imaginary line. But the first thing you do when you're determining latitude of a place is determining, is it above the equator? So here's the equator, and it just divides the Earth horizontally in half with an imaginary line. So you're going to determine, is the place that you're looking for, that you're trying to figure out the latitude and longitude for, is it above the equator? So is it up here? Because here's the equator, right? This imaginary line that divides the Earth in half. Is the place you're looking at, is it above the equator, or is it below the equator? If it's below the equator, you can use this compass rose here, and you'll see that anything directionally on a map that's at the bottom is going to be south. So anything down here is going to have a latitude that's south of the equator. And latitudes can only be given in north or south. Latitude will never ever be shown or described as being an east or west. It's always north or south. So if the place you're looking for is Cairo, and this is one of the ones that you didn't get right, the first thing I would do is I would look and find the equator. So here it is. Cairo looks like it's about, so here's 20 degrees north. Here's 40 degrees north. I'd say Cairo is probably right around 25 to 28 degrees north. So the first figure I would give for Cairo is 25 north, not 25 south. And then for determining latitude, I would first do the same thing, which is decide or figure out where the prime meridian is. And the prime meridian is basically the vertical version of the equator. It divides the Earth with an imaginary line in half, but it goes vertically rather than horizontally. So here's the prime meridian here. And the first thing I'm going to do is figure out if Cairo, or any place I'm looking for, is to the right of the prime meridian line or to the left of the prime meridian line. And again, if I go down here to my compass rose, I'll see that anything to the right of the prime meridian is going to be shown or reflected as east, and anything to the left of the prime meridian, this line here, is going to be reflected as west. So for Cairo, actually, you got the longitudes right, except for Lagos. But so Cairo, you accurately described as being in the east, which it is. And I think you said it was 26, and I think that's about right. So anyway, go ahead and just make those quick changes to these directions, latitudinal directions. Hope this helps. If not, give me a holler. Okay, and then just resubmit it for full credit. Okay, all right, bye.